Hi and hello friends, and welcome back to Sweetsmith Home. Today's video is going to be a kids toy organization video. The toys have just gotten completely out of control in our tiny little apartment, and I knew it was time to kind of revamp, go through everything, make sure it's organized effectively, just redo the closet, redo the baskets, all of that kind of stuff. So I hope that you find this video informational and motivational, and if you do, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and definitely leave a comment giving me all of your favorite kid organization tips. So I decided to start right in the hallway. We have our kids' dollhouse. I'm going to link this dollhouse in the description below. I absolutely love this dollhouse. I think it is beautiful with like the raw wood look, but yet colorful and gender neutral, which dollhouses should be gender neutral. I love it. Both my kids love playing with it, and so I'm going to focus on kind of picking it up and cleaning up this area because it's in this hallway all the time. We never move it. I want them to always have access to it. So I have these clear buckets. They are from the Container Store, and that is what I categorize and store all of our toys in. And then I have these little like peg people that my friend painted for us. My kids love these, and I wanted those to kind of stay with the dollhouse, so they are always accessible. So I just grabbed a Valentine's Day basket. This is actually Gemma's Valentine's Day basket. I put a few little treats in it for her for Valentine's Day. I decided to just use this basket instead of buying something new. So I'm going to put all of the peg people in this little basket and keep it with the dollhouse at all times, again, so it's accessible whenever they want it. I realized while cleaning up this dollhouse that it was actually really dirty and really dusty, so I did grab the vacuum to quickly kind of vacuum it down and around it and in the corners, and then that's all that I did. So this dollhouse again is right in front of the room. It's always out. It is not a part of our toy rotation, and then the same with the peg people, which I will link those in the description box as well because they're just a really versatile toy. Next, I started working on these clear buckets. So I have all of their toys categorized. I think it works best, especially since we do a toy rotation. But my kids and my husband like to just throw toys in buckets. And so that's like their quick way of cleaning up. I don't usually worry about it too much, but since I'm focusing on the kids' toys, I did decide to kind of go through all the buckets and just make sure each toy was in the right bucket. So I have like a vehicle bucket, a tiny figurines bucket, a dinosaur bucket, a Barbie's bucket. And so I'm just going through them right now. I'm going to put all the buckets on our island and just make sure they are all categorized correctly. I also had to change a lot of these buckets around because again, I got them from the Container Store and there are 3 different sizes, and so I have to relabel a few of them since I moved them around, I think around Christmas time, to make room for new toys and as we donated some old toys. these brown wicker baskets also are not a part of our toy rotation. They are always in the living room and they never change, but I really needed to go through them. So these two on the end that I'm looking through first are kind of our craft boxes or baskets. So as you can see, they have all sorts of crafts in there. I went ahead and just threw anything that looked like overly used or something that the kids just have never played with, broken crayons, things like that. I just kind of cleaned it out, and then I'm going to separate everything and kind of reorganize those baskets so that these coloring books and stickers and crayons are more accessible and my kids are more likely to use them. While I was at it, I of course decided to also vacuum out this cubby. This is where in our living room and our TV sits on it, and so there's just a lot of dust. Our cat litter box is pretty close by, so it just needed a good clean, and I decided this was the perfect time to do it. This next wicker basket is just miscellaneous toys, mainly stuffed animals, maybe a few McDonald's toys, that kind of thing. And then the last basket, which you won't really see in here, is just full of books, and there wasn't much for me to do with that basket. Now I'm going to tackle the closet. This is actually where all of our toy rotation buckets go, along with games and any other toys. So it was just a lot. It was really hard not to get overwhelmed. As you can see, I found a little box literally with just stuff. Like, I probably did that while I was cleaning really quickly, and it was just a lot to get resorted, to put back where it goes. I wanted to reorganize it a little bit better. I'm going through these clear bins are actually homeschool stuff. If you guys are new, you might not know, but about 6 months ago when we moved to Colorado, my plan was to homeschool my kids for a year or two as we kind of got to know the area, decided where we wanted to purchase a home, all of that kind of stuff. And well, it didn't take very long, about 2 months, and then we decided to switch gears and we put our kids in a 3-hour afternoon preschool. It was such a blessing. I am so glad we did it. Our kids are thriving, but I just cannot let go of my homeschool stuff. I think maybe it's because it is a desire of my heart, and I hope maybe one day to have that experience with one or more of my children. But right now they're in preschool, so I don't know. I still don't know what to do with it. I ended up keeping it. I went through it, stared at it for so long, but I just could not get rid of it. It's so much good, so many good manipulatives and crafts and things like that. Maybe we can use them in the summers or on breaks just for fun. So on this left side of the closet, I stacked up all of our games and board games, card games, our card shuffler, And now I'm kind of going through the puzzle. I've made sure that all the games that I kept and all the puzzles that I kept, we have all the pieces to. And I just kind of restocked them in a way that takes up the least amount of space. And they're mainly easy to get to. The games I try not to let my kids have open access to. I get the games down and put them back up just because they're so young. And I do want to keep all the pieces. I don't want to lose anything. So that's kind of that left side of the closet. But now I got to take out the rest of the bins. Again, go through all the tiny pieces and make sure that everything is categorized. This is a pile of stuff that I found like under my kids' beds and stuff when we cleaned out their room. So I've got to go and actually put all of those in the correct bins, put them where they go. And here, Gemma is helping me choose which buckets are going to go in the living room. So this is kind of the way our toy rotation works. I usually choose about 2 clear plastic buckets to kind of put in the living room, usually along with either the ambulance or the barn. We also have a Spider-Man car and a Barbie car. And then I do try to have one cubby for like puzzles or building items like magnet tiles, things like that. So Gemma chose to have her Barbies and the ambulance along with the animals and the barn, and then the last cubby I just put 3 puzzles. And now I'm going to my label maker, which I will also link in the description box below, and I'm printing out the new labels for the boxes or the toy bins that I kind of changed up. So this giant box used to have dinosaurs in it, but I made the dinosaurs fit in a smaller box, and I needed to change the label now to vehicles. And here is Gemma happily playing with her new toys that are out, the animals in the barn, which she helped pick. I have really loved toy rotation for this. It's like Christmas. It's like new toys that she hasn't seen in a while. It makes everything fresh. It kind of sparks their imagination again. It's just been really helpful, even though it's a lot to keep up with. I don't know, I think it's worth it, especially in a small space. I can kind of keep the bulk of their toys, or at least 50% of their toys, kind of out of the way and unplayed with, and then we switch it out. I wanted to get in some kind of routine of like switching it out every Monday, but I've decided to just kind of go with the flow, and as long as the kids pick up their toys, then I'll switch it out whenever they ask me to.
I pull into your driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you, wanna see you smile? Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire? I'll do anything to make it fine, but I can tell that you have something on your mind right now. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax.
I am just so pleased with how everything turned out. I feel like the closet is way more functional. Everything is kind of rotated, fresh, new, picked up. It feels so much more manageable, even in like the living room, and even switching out the toys. Like, we've been playing more games even, maybe just because I'm on top of it and it's like easy to pick up and put back. I know it won't stay like this forever and it'll eventually get out of control again, but as long as for the most part it kind of stays, stays picked up and manageable, I think it's a big thumbs up. I hope that this video gave you some ideas of ways to have, toys in such a small space, maybe ways to do a toy rotation. I hope that you liked it and were encouraged, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!